Hi everyone. I keep getting all these requests for artists, and as I said, I have limited time, and artists are not my priority. My priority is helping others' lives improve. Okay, artists. Honestly, I this is getting to be a little bit out of hand, and I understand that there are those who are not liking what I say, obsessed fans, or people who are delusional, quite frankly, who think that they know better, that they know the artist, because apparently they think they live with the artist, that they live in the same house as the artist. So they know everything better than a psychic. Okay? Keep living in your fantasy world. And vice versa, those other fans who just want to believe everything, well, go ahead. Like I said, TV, media, social media, whatever you want to call it, all of that is a show. Okay? I'll make that very clear. What really goes on in artists' life, unless you live with them, unless you are there, even as a neighbor, your neighbor could appear to be very happy, but you have no idea that they're beating themselves up behind closed doors. So you guys need to grow up. I've noticed a lot of the group that are asking for this artist are very young people, which means your maturity level is very low. Okay? This is childish stuff that I'm seeing these comments and asking. So I do these, again, just to prove what I say and that my readings are. But I'm not going to spend my time, waste my time on so many artists. So, and the fact that these are Indian artists, that's not my native language. And I can't make you guys understand. So I'm going to have to think long and hard. These may be the last ones that I do. I'm going to have to think long and hard because you guys are not understanding what I'm putting. You keep repeating and asking me the same questions. If you guys listen and understand the videos, you wouldn't keep asking me the same questions over and over and over. I hate repeating myself, okay? So the only thing I can say about this is you guys need to find something better to do, honestly. I understand people are bored, the pandemic, etc., but I'm not, my goal of this channel is to help improve lives, okay? Not to waste my time doing artist. Because for that, I rather work for the artist directly, and believe me, they will pay me a lot more if I have a chance to do that, okay? This one is a request for Asim, Riaz, Chowdhury, and Himansi Khurana. Now again, I'm not from India, so don't ask me to understand what is going on in the shows or whatever. I really don't care. I don't have time for TV, and the few shows that I do like are learning. So for Asim, what I can tell you is his soul print, his mission in this life is learning. It's a 7. So his life, and again, I'm not talking about age. So people get that age. If I see one more age comment, I swear I'm going to be done with this, okay? People keep telling me the numbers that I'm pulling have nothing to do with their age or their year of birth. So please stop. He is a 7, which means he has a life that he has a lot of lessons to learn. He means he probably was very challenged when he was young. He had to constantly be learning something. He constantly had to know something. If he didn't, he was forced to learn lessons because life hit him hard, which means he could have had a hard childhood where he had to learn things on his own, or he just was a constant person who was his nose in the books, studying, learning something. Even artists, they have to learn. They want to learn. An artist, an actor, wants to learn different personalities, different ways to express themselves, different ways to act. Okay? So his karmic life lesson this year, 2020, well, he's definitely in love right now, so that's all. This has popped out twice. So he's definitely in love. 246, which is the number of relationships, which is probably, I think he proposed to Himansi this year. I don't know, because again, I don't watch it. I had to go pull some information, so I don't know. But he's also had to learn discipline, which means he's also doing impulsive behavior, which if he did propose to her, that was an impulsive move. He's trying to find peace and balance, which means he's either a mess or everything is he wants order in his life. He wants 4 is the number of discipline, but it's also the number of procrastination and addiction and impulsiveness. So either he wants order in his life, he wants, structure in his life. This boy is in love. He wants structure in his life, and he wants peace. He wants a home. He wants a family. He wants everything, okay? The next year, he's going to be, again, dealing with relationships, but he's going to be very expressive and a little bit short-tempered. He's going to have a temper that's going to be a little difficult. But 7, life is also going to teach him a hard lesson. Or he's going to look to start a new project. I cannot tell you what it is, so please don't ask me, okay? He will look to start some sort of new project. In 2022, 268, which is, again, number of relationships, and then again trying to find balance, peace, and harmony, family, and everything, and work, and career, and his personal life, but also financial is going to change, okay? Financial is going to be a situation here where his goals are going to be financial, or he's going to be having financial problems. Himansi, I don't have her full name. I don't think Himansi is, Khurana is her name at birth. Usually those people in India, Hispanic countries, have 3, 4 names. So the only thing I can pull for you is her personality vibration was as a 6. She tends to appear that she's a balanced person, or a person who's the opposite, who's always a mess, chaotic. She can be a person who likes to have peace. She doesn't like to argue. She doesn't like problems. That's a personality that she gives off, okay? Doesn't mean that she's that way. It's the personality that she gives off, because, again, I don't have her full name. But she could also be a person who is unstable, or a person who always has problems or attracts people with problems, okay? As far as them this year, they're learning discipline, again, about each other. They're also learning as a relationship, but they're also trying to find peace, harmony, and balance together as a couple. Next year, it's again going to be problems of trying to get things order, structure. It's very hard when a couple comes together to learn to agree to a routine. It's very hard because each one has their own personality, their own habits they've already built. And again, they're going to be learning a lot, but they're also going to both have challenges in the artistic field. So that's going to be a little challenging for them. And actually, for her, excuse me, let me correct that. This is for Himansi. So for Himansi, she's going to have a very creative, artistic year next year, or she's not going to be doing anything, okay? She's got a lot of lessons, so life is going to teach her a little bit of a hard lesson. And so she's looking for, so let me scratch that back. I forgot whose numbers are at work. Here we go. Let me go backwards. So Himansi, she's looking for order, structure, relationship, peace, and same thing that he's looking for is the same thing she's looking for. And as far as next year, it's going to be the same, but in 2022, she's going to have a very hard spiritual lesson, which means it could be a loss, or she's going to do a radical change in her life that people are going to be one on earth. If that could be a year that she becomes a mother, that her life is going to change because she's going to have a very spiritual elevation, spiritual connection. For them this year, they're still dealing with getting along as a couple, a 1, 2, 3. They're still getting along. They're trying to learn to keep themselves individually, but also get along, as a couple or as partnerships or as working. Okay, when I say a couple, I mean if they're just working together, I don't know what their status is. If they're just working together, they're just working together. But they're also working together for their artistic career, okay? Next year is going to be a little challenging. There's going to be problems. There's going to be tempers flying and a little bit of selfishness, okay? So that's as far as I'm going to go with that. So some of the questions was, let's ask about Asim's career. I'm only going to do this 3 questions, I think. 2 that were asked that were tied in because I don't want to waste all my time on artists for these videos. That's not my goal of this channel, okay? As I told everyone, I work 2 jobs. And just to remind everyone who keeps asking me, personal readings, there is a charge. I cannot do them for free. I'm sorry. So let's see how Asim's Riaz career is going to go for the next 2 years. That's all I'm going to ask. And don't ask me to go any further. Well, actually, it's going to go pretty well. Don't ask me to go any further than that after this video, okay? I have people have already answered for 2, 3 years. Can I have the career? Like Shanaz. What is her career for the next 3 years? I've done that video twice already. I've answered questions. You guys don't understand it? I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do to help you understand. Again, you guys keep asking the same thing over. Ugh. I don't understand. It's like you guys hear the video and you have selective hearing. You hear what you want to hear and you ignore the rest and keep asking the same thing I already talked about. I don't know. So I really have to think long and hard if I want to continue these, because when it becomes stressing for me, and then I'm hearing that people want to shut down my channel, if you don't like what I post, leave. You know, you can go see other channels, other tarot readers. I don't care. You're not doing me any harm. If you're trying to put negative hate and comment, the only thing you're doing is making bad karma for yourself, because that hate and anger, you're swallowing it. That anger, you know, the hate of wanting to this, you're the one who's swallowing it. You're not affecting me. You're the one who's putting that bad karma on yourself. You don't like something? Move on. People need to learn to let go. They take this is artist lives that you really don't know what's going on. He is going to enter into, he's looking for a new opportunity right now. Okay. He's looking for a new opportunity. He's looking for things to come. He wants a change of something. He definitely wants some sort of change, something that's going to make him more money. But he's also trying to find something that, because the artistic career and a family life is hard to balance. So he's going to look for something different, but he's going to change two things in his career. But overall, let me see how it's going to go, because they did not answer that specifically. How will it go, please, for the next 2 years? This one. He's going to have a little bit of laziness, which is normal in his 4. Or he's already had it. Overall, couple things. Again, problem. He's trying to find balance in his life right now, which is the problem. But overall, he'll be okay. He's going to have some time that he's going to be lazy, that he doesn't feel like doing something. But overall, he'll come back strong. So if he has something that he goes down for a little while, don't worry about it. He will come back up. And then he's going to be fine on 2 new opportunities. But he's looking for something more that has balance, so that he can have a career, he can have family, and he can have his piece of life. Because let's face it, fans, artists don't have peace, because you fans are obsessed. They can't even go out in public because people are attacking them. So I will give you guys some advice. If you ever see an artist out in the street, give them some privacy, please. Wave at them, but give them some privacy. Don't attack them. They're people. They need their freedom, you know. And I know a lot of artists, believe it or not. We're friends, which is different. But I will say this: I respect their privacy, and it's hard for them. They themselves tell me how frustrated they get that they can't go anywhere in peace, that they cannot have privacy. They love their fans, but at the same time, they need their peace and quiet. So keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. Yeah, he's looking for a new opportunity, okay? He's looking to do something a little different than what he's done in the past. So somebody asked me if him and Shanaz if he had feelings for Shanaz when they were together on that TV show. What is it? Big Boss, whatever. He wanted to know if he had feelings for Shanaz. No, this is about, they both were worried about their career, but let's find out. Did he have feelings for Shanaz? People are not going to like what I have to say. All right. So, feelings, yes. Love, romantic feelings, no. He liked the fact of the money, the opportunity to be with her. But he also sees, one of them is a little reckless with money. There was going. But he also sees Shanaz as a fool, as allowing people to take advantage of her. He saw that she is blind, okay, that she doesn't want to see reality, and I'm sure this has to do with Shukla, that she is a little naive, that she allows people to take advantage of her, that she doesn't want to see the truth in people, okay? But he also he tried to also advise her on some changes, and it's also, he's seen some changes within her as well, but no, there's nothing there, so It's just there were feelings, but there's respect, there's friendship, there's you know, people can be together, but it doesn't mean that they have to be all, you know, involved. Nothing, just because they work together doesn't mean they have to have feelings and everything is sexual. That's just sick. Some people just get along because they get along. They have similarities. They're enjoying working together, but it doesn't mean that they're thinking of being in bed with them or having sex with them. Okay, so some people need to mature in that aspect. And so let's ask real quick, what is Himansi and Asim's relationship? Let's see what's going on there. They're both strong-tempered. Very strong individual tempers, both of them. Thank you. So this one goes here, this one goes here, that one goes there. These two are having some problems right now, which leads into what's the relationship? 1, 4, 5 problems with themselves, discipline, and hot tempers. Okay, that's telling me the karmic cycle right now. They are having some problems. You may hear of some travel together that they're going to take, but here's the agreement that they've made to each other. Okay, here's the agreement. But both of them are having a little bit of doubts. So they're arguing. I don't know what is going on, but there's a little bit of arguments. And there's also stubbornness, that they're both being stubborn in this. But I do see either one is going to take a trip, or they're going to take some time away. But things will straighten out to a point. There's an older man who is going to try to help them balance. Okay, if it continues, because again, it all depends if they get over this. People have free will, so what I will say again, some people just decide, you know what, I don't want to deal with this. And then again, some people get advice from a fortune teller and we move their path to avoid the suffering, okay? But if they do, an older man will help that situation. All of them are trying to balance between their artistic career and a relationship and money is what it's coming down to. So let me see if there were any other questions on him. No, it was Shanaz. So I answered about his career. I answered about that. Was there anything about them? No. So that's all I have. So again, please be considerate. I don't want to see negative comments. I will delete them because I'm not playing games here. I welcome opinions, but I'm not dealing with negativity. If you don't like what I say, then please just move on. There's no need to be adding negativity, hate, because you're only putting that karma on yourself. So it's time for people to grow up and face, you don't like what is said? You don't have to like it. I don't care. You don't have to like it. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I just want you guys to understand that I do this for my own free time that I barely have because I work 2 jobs, okay? And here it is. He's trying to find balance. He's trying to find flows of things. He's trying to get that positive energy. So if you guys really want the best for him, send him positive energy because he needs it. All right, we'll talk soon.